Hey everybody, this is the Christ show, not the Christ show, the Christ show, so KRYSC. It's an old graffiti name of mine. I was pretty fucking pissed like 2 minutes ago, because I just made a video for this fucking question, and the fucking thing got deleted, so now I gotta make a new one. Whatever, though. Anyway, my friend has a question. He's a pretty close friend of mine. I'll make up a name for him just for the sake of it. Let's just call him Tom. Okay, I guess that's, I don't know. Anyway, his name's Tom, right? And his parents have been quite annoying in his life recently. Like, first of all, let's take this into account. He is a junior in high school. He still lives with his parents, of course. They've been a problem in his life for quite a while, because as many parents are, they're not very open. You know, they're what many of us people on the path to awakening or whatever call sheeple. You know, people that are quite sheep-like, you know, that they don't question anything, and nothing wrong with it. I mean, a lot of our parents are like that, so you're not alone. And our friend Tom here grew up in an organized religion, Christianity, and his parents, you know, they're not very open to other ideas. You know, they've always had this one belief system. You know, they think nothing's wrong with the government. You know, they don't really question anything. They don't really do their research. They just go on with their lives, you know, 9 to 5, daily struggle. But at least they get the food on the table, and he lives a decent life. So we'll give him that. But anyway, our friend here has recently, he's always been kind of like a rebel in regards to belief systems and stuff. And for quite a while, he's been an atheist, until he, you know, got into like spiritual kind of like spiritual ideas and stuff like that. And he started going to philosophical discussion groups where people talk about, you know, spiritual ideas, like, you know, the theory of consciousness and things like that. And, you know, when his parents ask him where he's going, he tells them, he's like, I'm going to this place, and this is what we're discussing. You know, we're talking about philosophy, and we're questioning things and stuff. And they're not really cool with that. You know, they don't really like this whole going, you know, against what they've been taught, what they're used to. You know, they don't like this whole unconventional way of approaching things the way he's doing it. And even though he's been an atheist for a while, and now he's pretty spiritual, they still think he's a Christian. It's like they never noticed, he never gave a shit about all that stuff. And it's pissing him off, because they're basically feeling threatened by him doing these things, like going to groups and, you know, getting into all these cool ideas, and they potentially want him to stop going. You know, they're basically getting on his ass about it. They're pissing him off. They're kind of harassing them like a lot of parents do, and he doesn't really know what to do about it. And that's not the only thing they've been pissing him off with. You know, they've been on his case for a lot of things. You know, marijuana, you know, challenging other ideas, etc. So my answer for you would be a mix of a couple different things you can do about this. Notably, one of them is something Elliot Hulse said not too long ago, where he was speaking of the warrior concept given to us by Joseph Campbell in his theory of the hero's journey. And in this idea, there's this warrior with two swords, right? So as he's walking along the path, he has these two swords. One metaphorically stands for no, right? So when he pulls out the first sword, it's a big no. And the second sword is a big I will, right? So the no is towards the conventional ideas and orders the warrior, and in this case you, have been receiving from the outside world. So your parents, school, the media, you name it. You see, those are all those thou shouts, as Joseph Campbell likes to call it. All these fucking ideas that we've been given, and kind of like these ideas that most people, if they don't consciously take a route on a different journey, will end up adopting. That's why it's called thou shouts. Thou shouts, right? And the second sword is the I will. And that I will is a metaphor for the direction you're going to go in. So you need to be more assertive about who has power and value in your household. Because right now your parents think they have all this power because you've grown up in a place where the people, your parents, have known you since a kid. And they still have this backlash of authority that they've had for such a long time, you know, and they don't really consciously realize all the power you've accumulated and or self-reliance that you're now capable of. Now you're now a conscious being, you're becoming an adult. And you're now starting to question things. And they don't like that, right? So you need to be more assertive about what you're gonna do and how much value their word has. Because once they realize that their word isn't as potent anymore in your reality, they actually start to back off a little bit. And in some cases, and not all cases, but sometimes they actually stand back in awe because they see that you're actually becoming a man. You know, you're actually becoming someone who can fucking assert themselves. So my invitation to you is, and I kind of stole that line from Elliot, but then again he probably got that from somewhere else, but whatever, is to say, and by the way, the invitation is the thing that I'm talking about that I stole, like, not the answer. But anyway, fuck, I think I stole the answer too. Whatever. I think this isn't really about who stole what. I'm giving credit to Joseph Campbell and Elliot Hulse for, you know, providing me with these answers. But whatever. Anyway, God, you need to do this no towards them and say, I will not fall into these fucking conventional beliefs, and I will continue to question, authority. I will continue to explore these philosophical ideas. So no, I will not stand for your bullshit, and I will continue to do what I want. All right? You just need to take your power back, man. And who knows, maybe your dad and mom will stand in awe to see that their son has finally gotten his balls dropped. Okay? Hope that helps, man. Peace.